Hi everyone! Welcome sa channel ko. Ako pala si Janus ng Pinoy Techdad. And of course, nakita niyo naman, yung topic natin for today is the Huawei Nova 10 Pro. And yes, this is the Pro variant. Hindi po ito yung regular variant. And I'll be telling you all about this phone, the things na nagustuhan ko, and the things na hindi ko naman nagustuhan dito sa phone na to. And of course, titingnan natin kung this is something that I can recommend to you guys. Pero, syempre, simulan natin as usual sa quick unboxing. Alright, so that was our quick unboxing. Now, next naman, tingnan natin yung mga ports nitong Huawei Nova 10 Pro. So, sa baba, meron tayong dual SIM card slot. Wala pong expandable memory card slot. Meron ding microphone, USB-C charging port, and a down-fighting speaker. Sa kanan naman, nandyan yung power button natin and the volume rockers. On top, nandyan yung secondary speaker natin na noticeably mas maliit kesa dun sa down-fighting speaker. So, you already know na medyo magiging hindi balanse yung tunog ng speakers nito. Sa left side naman, wala pong kaganapan, malinis na malinis. And quickly looking at the back panel, this is so beautiful, guys. So, I have to admit, unang tingin pa lang dito, very captivating, lalo na yung gold finish and trimmings dito sa camera module niya. So this is the silver colorway and matte finish po yung back panel niya. So hindi po siya kapatin ng fingerprint smudges. So pwedeng yung gamitin without the case. And again, if we look at the camera module, grabe, very captivating. Dito talaga makukuha yung attention mo sa camera module nitong Huawei Nova 10 Pro. So mamaya pag-uusapan natin ng mas in-depth yung camera nito, but at a quick glance, meron tong tatlong cameras. So meron siyang main shooter, 50 megapixels na main shooter, and then yung pangalawa is an ultra-wide at 8 megapixels, and then yung pangatlo is a 2 megapixel depth sensor. So at least walang macro lens, but still, what we're missing is a telephoto lens. So sayang. Next naman, eto na, ibabahagi ko na sa inyo yung mga nagustuhan ko at hindi ko naman gaano nagustuhan. But syempre, simulan natin sa mga nagustuhan ko. So first off, maganda yung chipset niya. So this is using a Snapdragon 778G. So you can expect good to great performance on this. Aabot ng 500,000 ang Totoo benchmark points. Pero mamaya sasabihin ko naman sa inyo kung bakit hindi naman ako gaanong impressed with this one. So kung gagamitin po to for your daily task, social media browsing, internet browsing, taking pictures, videos, this is a very capable chipset na kahit na from last year pa to, kayang-kaya niya mag-perform to the maximum, to the best, and hindi ka mabibitin sa performance dito sa Snapdragon 778G. At walang duda guys, kayang-kaya nyo mag-gaming with the Huawei Nova 10 Pro. Again, Snapdragon 778G is a very capable chipset. Number 2 naman is yung OLED display. This is so beautiful. Talagang maganda yung display niya, hindi mo mapagkakaila. Once you see it, you will be impressed as well. 120Hz yung refresh rate niya, and pag nanonood ka ng movies, kayang-kaya niya mag-play ng 4K resolution. So talagang kitang-kita mo yung details and yung colors, they just pop out. So kung mahilig ka manood ng mga colorful videos or colorful animated movies or anime, dito ka mag-enjoy talaga ng todo sa Huawei Nova 10 Pro. Yung display niya is panalong-panalo. Although you have to take note guys na kung hindi kayo fan ng curved edge display, naka-curved edge display po itong Huawei Nova 10 Pro. And kung ayaw nyo ng malaki yung punch hole sa display nyo, unfortunately, dalawa po yung punch hole. Naging pill-shaped yung punch hole dito sa Huawei Nova 10 Pro dahil merong ultra-wide yung lens dito sa front camera niya. Next naman sa mga nagustuhan ko is yung overall build and design nitong Huawei Nova 10 Pro. So, as we've seen kanina, yung back panel niya is very attractive, but the overall build talaga is very premium. And yung bezels niya, they're very slim, and yung bottom and top bezels niya, they're very proportionate. So, hindi siya makapal sa baba, hindi rin siya makapal sa taas. Equal na equal yung dalawang bezels na yan. So, I can definitely guarantee sa inyo guys na kung premium quality build ang hanap nyo, this is one of your top choices right now in a mid-range device. But there's a warning dyan sa label na mid-range, okay? So mamaya pag-usapan natin yan sa mga bagay na hindi ko nagustuhan. Next naman sa mga nagustuhan ko is yung 100 watt na fast charging nitong Huawei Nova 10 Pro. I know meron ng mga 120, 150, 180 fast charging, but this is still super fast for a mid-range device. So kaya nyo tong mag-charge from 0 to 100% in under 30 minutes. Next naman, kailangan nyo malaman to, although this is not running Harmony OS. Harmony OS seems like still an exclusive para sa China na region and wala pa rin sa global. So EMUI pa rin yung gamit nito, pero very smooth and wala naman akong na-experience na bugs, hindi siya nag-hang, hindi siya naglalag. Now take note however guys na medyo limited yung time ko with the Huawei Nova 10 Pro, so medyo limited din yung mababahagi ko sa inyo in terms of the experience. So wala tayong long-term experience with the EMUI. At panghuli guys, ang pinaka nagustuhan ko sa Huawei Nova 10 Pro is yung photo capability nitong phone na to. This is a really good phone for taking pictures. So meron tong 50 megapixel na main sensor and ang maganda dito is yung image processing ni Huawei. So how do I know na maganda yung image processing ng Huawei? Well, it's very simple. Pag nagtitake ka ng picture, makikita mo sa preview ng camera mo, ibang-iba na po yung kalalabasan ng final image pag tiningnan mo sa gallery. So whether you're using the front camera or the rear camera, maganda po talaga yung kalalabasan ng mga photos nyo. And yung pinakita ko sa Facebook Reels ko kung saan nag-adjust yung HDR ng selfie camera natin, yan ang may experience nyo with the Huawei Nova 10 Pro. However, I'm sure guys na napansin nyo na hindi ko na naman binanggit yung ultra-wide and yung video capability ng Huawei Nova 10 Pro, and that's because mag-shift na tayo sa mga bagay na hindi ko nagustuhan dito. So simulan natin with the video capability of the Huawei Nova 10 Pro. It's not as good as what you would expect kasi maganda yung photos, di ba? So you would expect sana na siguro maganda yung videos ito, but that is not the case. Limited lang po tayo sa 4K 30 frames per second, and for most people okay na yon. But there's one thing that you need to know kasi guys, this phone is not a sub 20,000 phone. This is over 30,000. So if happy ka na sa 4K 30 FPS, guys, I'm telling you, luging-lugi po kayo doon dahil dapat at least meron tayong 60 FPS. And yung video quality niya mismo at 4K 30 FPS, it's not as good as what you would expect then as well. Dahil sabi nga natin, maganda yung photo capability pero parang napag-iwanan yung video side. Dahil medyo jittery yung nakukuha kong videos lalo na pag nagpa-pan tayo. But of course, you have to take note then as well na the device that I got is probably not yet updated software-wise. So, maghintay tayo siguro ng software update and maybe it will get fixed. But for now, as of this review, talagang hindi ganun kaganda yung video capability. And then next naman is the ultra-wide. It's an 8 megapixel ultra-wide lens na pwede na, serviceable na, pero parang low effort masyado for the price. Again, we're gonna go back sa price palagi dito kasi this one, guys, price reveal na. This one is 33,000 pesos. Pero alam nyo guys, meron lang talagang isang biggest thing na hindi ko nagustuhan for this phone. And that is the price. I-discuss natin yung price and the specs that we're getting for that price para isahan na lang. So, let's go. Yung price ito, 33,000 pesos. So, you get Snapdragon 778G na last year pa na chipset at 33,000 pesos. Guys, that's too expensive for a Snapdragon 778G considering na possible na makakuha ka ng Snapdragon 778G at around 13 to 15,000 or maybe even 16,000 pesos. And then I'm pretty sure merong mga magde-defend sa Huawei and sasabihin nila na that's okay kasi yung build quality maganda, yung OS niya very smooth. But here's the thing, if I'm paying 33,000 pesos, I expect na at least maganda man yung video quality ko, 60 frames per second at 4K and very stable, and at least yung chipset ko is closer to a flagship rather than a mid-range chipset. So wala naman akong complaint sa performance ng Snapdragon 778G, but it's just that yung value na makukuha mo for your money, you could have gotten something something like a Dimensity 8100 from a Realme GT Neo 3 and maganda yung video, maganda yung camera, and maganda yung gaming performance, but instead, you're getting a mid-range chipset for 33,000 pesos. And on top of that, guys, yung Snapdragon 778G nito is not even 5G ready. So 4G lang po yung chipset nito dahil nga may ongoing ban sa paggamit ng 5G ng mga Huawei devices. So grabe, 'di ba? Luging-lugi ka talaga sa pera na babayaran mo. And speaking of the problems that Huawei has, this still doesn't have Google. So kung gusto mo ng Google devices on a close to Huawei device experience, you will have to look at Honor phones. So hindi naman talaga to patama sa Huawei dahil I wish na maibalik na yung Google services and matanggal na yung ban sa kanila kasi that would really make the Huawei devices much easier to recommend sa inyo, lalo na kung value ang hanap nyo and ease of use. Dahil kahit nasabihin natin na may G-Space ito and then may app gallery and whatnot, it's still an extra step as compared to having built-in Google services, Google Play on your phone. So para sa mga magagalit na Huawei users or Huawei fans, guys, don't shoot the messenger. Sinasabi ko lang naman yung totoo. So wala naman po akong masamang intention. I don't want to bring Huawei down. I love a lot of their products. Meron akong monitor na Huawei na gustong-gusto ko. Maganda yung quality. It's just that the reality is wala siyang Google Play and this is an expensive device para sa isang mid-ranger. 33,000 is just too much para sa isang Snapdragon 778G. So I'm really sorry na ganito yung kinalabasan ng whole video instead na mag-full review tayo nasabi ko na sa inyo yung katotohanan. Anyway, it's all up to you naman guys kung gusto nyo pa rin bumili ng Huawei Nova 10 Pro. I mean, the design is really good. It's a really gorgeous phone. Kung looks lang ang habol ko sa isang phone, this is definitely one of the best phones that I can highly recommend sa inyo guys. And kung camera lang for photos ang habol nyo, again, this is something that I can highly recommend sa inyo dahil maganda talaga yung camera capability niya in terms of taking photos. Pero syempre kung gusto nyo ng combination ng taking photos and videos, this is not the best option para sa inyo. Alright, so hopefully nag-gets nyo naman yung main message ng video na to and it's that hindi siya sulit na phone but if you are truly into the design and the camera in terms of taking photos, this is still something that you can get lalo na kung Huawei fan ka. But if you're not really a Huawei fan and you're open-minded, you want to explore other phones and other brands, of course, there are a lot more to consider out there. Marami pong magagandang phones na lalabas. Anyway, I know marami na naman akong makikitang hate comments from Huawei users and Huawei fans down in the comment section. But guys, it is what it is. Anyway, kung gusto mo pang mapanood yung mga videos ko, meron po akong mga ililink dyan. I'm sure magugustuhan nyo yan. So hanggang sa susunod, ako nga pala ulit si Janus ng Pinoy Techdad. Kita-kita ulit tayo.